is Just So You Know Moments with a Twist. Your host, Dr. Jackson Dean, the Pen Slayer. You ready? Let's go. Just so you know, moments with a twist.
This Just So You Know moment is brought to you by Dr. LaShonda Jackson and Jackson Dean Investments. Just so you know, Dr. Jackson Dean, the Pen Slayer, said, I am a talk show host, a speaker, a life and success strategist, and an author. I inspire, empower, and coach others to be the best version of themselves. Welcome. Just So You Know moments with a twist. The host, Dr. LaShonda Jackson. Here. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. Please hold some watch parties. Please like and share to different groups, all the different groups that you are in. Please share this post as well as be interactive and participative because you know I truly appreciate that. As always, and always start off by saying, thank you, God, as well as to all of these social media outlets for this opportunity to have a virtual practice on my way to my worldwide, nationally, internationally syndicated internet, radio, and talk show. Disclaimer, everybody always know if anything should happen, my computer falls off the desk, I fall out the chair, or any technical difficulty, except can't hear me. Can't hear me. Always, always, always. Send me a message, post in the comments, do something. Let me know that you can't hear me because that would be the only reason why I will be stopping on the Just So You Know show. Just So You Know moments incorrect. Okay? That's what we do on Just So You Know. So we all know that this month, as I told you last week, National Blood Donor Month. But guess what today is? Y'all know what today is? I have somebody here that I need y'all to see you hadn't seen in a while. It's Josephine. Today is National Hat Day. Everybody say hello to Josephine. Josephine is in the building. Oh, thank you for the yellow hearts. Thank you for the purple hearts. Thank you for the turquoise heart for Josephine. So I just wanted to let you know that today is National Hat Day, and we want to say hello to Josephine. Because Josephine, everybody knows Josephine is my hat, right? Okay, but like I was saying, just like last week, which was our first episode for the 2020 New Year, New Decade, New Era episode of Just So You Know Moments with a Twist, we talked about this month being National Blood Donor Month. So how many of you donate blood? If you don't, good idea that you do. It's like I was telling you, you can bank your own blood in the event that something should happen, maybe a car accident, major surgery, or whatever. You can bank your own blood and your family's blood so that it's available to you if you ever should need it, right? So if you want to know more about banking your blood, get in contact with your Life Blood Center in your local area, and they can tell you all about it. It is a excellent, just in case you, just so you know. But anyway, last week on our first episode for the year, we discussed 2020 vision clarity, even when it's complicated. So it was clarity even when it's complicated. That's what we talked about this. So for this episode, we're going to continue the discussion in relation to vision. With 2020 vision, use it or lose it. How about that, huh? Use it or lose it. So let's just go ahead and get this party started. We're going to jump right into it. Proverbs 29:18 says, where there is no vision, the people perish. But what you should also know is when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Boom, right? Fail to plan. So what does that mean? What does it mean to you? What does it just really mean? Let me tell you what it means to me in stages, okay? You can have all the intentions in the world. You can have all the ideas. You can have all the good thoughts. Anything of purpose and the grandest thing can come to mind. But unless you have a photographic memory, you better write those things down. Better write down, visualizing in your mind. Don't. You're not going to remember it as your first thought. You know, we have some people that are very good at remembering things. I have it on a few occasions where I can remember things. I have another event where I can't remember nothing. But it doesn't work enough where if you're trying to put a real plan together, something that has steps and stages, events and phases, you're not going to be able to remember it the way that you first thought. So it's so much better that you take the time, write it down. And while you are writing the vision, the best thing you can do is devise a plan on how you're going to be able to accomplish what it is that you're visualizing, okay? So not only do you need to think it, write it, all right? So you might say, oh, I don't need to write this down. I don't need to write anything out. I have it right here, right? But can I get you to trust me on this one? Can I get you to just listen to me and take what I'm saying to heart? Trust me when I say that writing down your plans, goals, ideas, vision, it does several things for you, okay? Number one, when you write an idea from your mind down, it becomes a living thing. So just in case you didn't hear me, I'm going to say that again. When you write down an idea from your mind, it becomes a living thing. The idea is now alive. Right? That's number one. Number two, when you write down an idea from your mind, it makes a connection that goes from thinking something to actually creating a plan of action. Right? So let's go over number one again. Writing something down that's in your mind, your idea, your goal, your vision. When you write it down, it becomes a living thing. It is now alive. Number two, when you write down your idea from your mind, it makes a connection. It makes a connection that goes from thinking something to actually creating a plan of action. Okay? So how many of you have heard of plan, act, do? Plan, act, do. How many of you? Raise your hand if you heard of that. Give me some likes and some love. Give me some likes and some love. Let me know whether you've heard of plan, act, do. Because this is actually a true method. What we got out there? Plan, act, do is part of a 4-step model, formula, strategy, everything that you want to call it right there. It's iterative. Used for control and continuous improvement in processes. So this is not something that I'm just saying to you. This is actually a real method. There's 4 steps. I'm telling you about 3 of them, okay? For right now. Plan, act, do. It's a formula used in business management for improving and controlling processes. That's what it is. Okay? So, number 3 on that list. When you write down your own personal thoughts, the words become not only because of the words you took from the mind, wrote to the paper, creating feeling. This living thing now has feeling. Okay? That's part of a connection. Thank you for the turquoise hearts. The connection continues because the creative plan that is living from being written down plays with your subconscious mind and now wants you to be accountable. So are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Y'all quiet tonight. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying about this? About taking the words from your mind, writing them down, allowing them to become a living thing that you can feel? And all of this having a connection, and this same written word, living document with feelings and connections plays with your subconscious mind. Not your conscious mind where you really know what's going on, but something in there that speaks to you a little deeper. That voice that you hear when you're doing something, you need to turn right and you going left and say, now you know you're right. Or, oh, should have been doing it this way. Or, don't let this bother you, keep moving forward. That's your subconscious mind. Let's do it. And these words that you have written down on the paper that are become living with feelings have created a connection into your subconscious mind. And now these words are holding you accountable. What you thought, what you said, what you planned. And this is the beauty of having a vision, but taking the vision, writing it down, making it plain, taking the vision, writing it down so you can see it, taking the vision, writing it down so you can feel it, taking the vision, writing it down so it can hold you accountable, right? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Need y'all to talk to me. I don't see anybody saying anything, or y'all just listening very attentively, and that's fine too. I'm fine with that. So what happened to the do in the plan, act, do? We talked about the plan and act. What about the do? What are we doing with the do? Thank you for the turquoise hearts. Hey y'all. Huh? But we're going to do the do in number 5, okay? Number 5 is take your written plan, take that vision, take that goal, take that idea that you wrote out, plan it out, and then execute. To execute means to actually do what you wrote on the paper, what you actually wrote in your diary, that you actually wrote on your agenda, that you actually wrote on whatever it is that you decide to write your goals on. You know, sometimes we have those special little books that we keep all our things in, and other times we just, I've seen the times I come across a idea of something. If I'm in a restaurant, I write it down on a napkin. Just something that I can remember, that when I go back and look at it again, it'll jog my memory as to where I was in my thoughts with that. So number 5 is taking your written plan, your written vision, your written idea, your written goal, and then execute. So number 5 is execute. Okay? Execute is actually doing what you wrote down, what you sought after to do, what you had planned to do. Okay? Number 5. And so, been holding yourself accountable with that because you did all of the steps, okay? You did all the steps. Your subconscious mind is going to hold you accountable, and then you take that plan and you execute, okay? And so now you moving from the subconscious to the conscious. Y'all understand what I'm talking about with moving from conscious to conscious mind? The conscious mind is what you're doing right now. What you know how they say you had a little angel and the little devil, and the angel's telling you to do the right thing, and then the devil's telling you to do the wrong thing. All of those play a part in your subconscious. But writing everything down and going into your execution, those are how you've been holding yourself accountable, okay? At least we remember. Any goals we fail to write down, we fail to plan, fail to execute, are merely dreams, okay? So you can think about it, dream about it, talk about it, but until you write it down, and I go even a step further with that, put a date on it. If you really want to challenge yourself, if you want to really see what you made of, put a date on it and say, I plan to do this by such and such date, and this is how I'm going to do it. Okay? That's how you really challenge yourself. But if you fail, write those goals down, those visions down, those ideas down, and you fail to plan, fail to take that plan to execution, they are merely just dreams. You're just dreaming. So wake up. Wakey, wakey, wakey. Time for you to get up and make some moves, y'all. So at this time, I'm going to move on to what? Going through the plan, act, do, plan, act, do formula. I want to add something to that formula. My own Dr. Jackson Dean, step number 4. Okay? So with the plan, act, do, I want to add modify. What you think about that? Modify. What does modify mean, Dr. Jackson? What does it mean? What it means is, after you go through every step, and you start to realize that your execution that you are trying to do is like forcing a circle into a square. Y'all remember those little when we were kids, they had this little box of all the different shapes that we that's how we learned our shapes, and that's how we had learn our tactile motions and movements and stuff. And you take the different shapes and you feel it in your hand, and you look at the diagram there, and you figure out which one of those shapes go into the particular diagram. We all know, and if you didn't know now, you should know now. You can't push a circle into a square, and you can't push a square into a circle, right? And so that's what I'm saying about modify. If you work your plan, let's start over. If you've written out your plan, you planned it, you execute, and then it doesn't go the way that you feel like it should go, modify it. Modify it accordingly, okay? Modify your plan. Go back to the drawing board. Step back and rethink your action, okay? It's modification. It's your plan. You're gonna work it the way that you feel that it needs to work for you. Okay. Just so you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither were any of these overnight successes. I just want you to know that. Despite the message that you are told, despite what you heard, forget what you heard, as they say. Forget what you heard. That's all hype. It takes work to be successful. All of this stuff that look like it's overnight, it's not overnight. There was some work in the background that you don't see that brought all of that success to the forefront. So don't be a don't be bothered. Don't be disheartened if you start something and at first you don't succeed. Try, try again, okay? If you don't succeed at what you're doing, try it again. Try something else. Make a modification. Add some things. Subtract some things. You might even have to divide some things. But try again. There are more plans than just A and B. You hear people say, if plan A don't work, try plan B. Well, I'm a firm believer that it's 26 letters in the alphabet. If plan A don't work, work it all the way to plan Z. And guess what? If you get to plan Z and plan Z is not working, go to plan capital A, small a. Right? Try capital A, small a, and then capital A, small b. But keep modifying it accordingly until you get where you need to go. Okay? Where you need to be in your journey, your experience. And if you find yourself wanting to give up, perish the thought. Don't give up. Do not give up. Some of us feel that way, and some of us have the mind to give up because, sorry about saying, it's not your fault that you think. Sometimes we're in environments where someone trained you to think that way. Or you have found yourself in so many situations that have led you to think there's no other way. I'm here to tell you there is another way. There are options. You have to begin to assume and predict that the only outcome is going to be a positive and not a negative one. Sometimes we put ourselves in positions where we feel like the only option is going to end up. Here's the thought. Here's the thought. Here's the thought. Move forward. How about that? Move forward with positive thoughts on your situation. And the cure to moving forward is mindset change. Here's my book, Level Up Through Mindfulness. This book right here. Because it all starts in the mind. Until you think it, until you believe it, you will always have challenges when it comes to being it and doing it. Somebody missed that, so I'm going to go ahead and say that again. It all starts in your mind. Until you think it and you believe it, you will always have challenges when it comes to being it and doing it. You can change that. You can change it. If you are serious about real life changes, if there are some things on your list that you want to do, that you must do, breathing and you sleeping and you're thinking at it all day, those are things that just in your mind all the time that move from subconscious to conscious. Those things right there, if you have developed a vision, you have written it down, don't forget that part. Develop the vision, write it down, create a plan for your vision. Most important factor in changing your life is your mindset. Okay? So, thought, write it down, plan it out, execute, modify, act, modify, right? I know y'all thinking like, make it seem so easy. Oh, how can I do this so easily? You think that I want you to look at the glass half full or half empty? No, I don't want you to look at the glass half full or half empty. I want you to have the mindset to decide whether you want to drink what's in the glass or refill it. Then drink. So while they're trying to figure out if the glass is half full or half empty, drink it and refill it and drink that too. Don't worry about all that other foolishness. I'm not asking you to be pessimistic or optimistic. I want you to be realistic. That's the most important thing, being realistic, okay? I want you to see things for what they are and apply the knowledge to them to make them be what you need them to be, okay? So, when we understand this, we can change the game for ourselves, change the game for our families, change the game for our circumstances, our situations, our businesses, our potential business, our finances. It's all in your mind. If you can understand that you can change things by the way that you think, the change in your mindset, you can be open to other opportunities or possibilities. You have to understand that being in conscious thought is something that doesn't just happen. This is a learned skill. If this is a must for you, you have to prepare for it. You have to practice being receptive to a new mindset. This helps you practice right here. Level Up Through Mindfulness by Dr. LaShonda Jackson. That's going to get you in the mindset of practicing being receptive to a change in your mind. I want you to understand that this is not an overnight thing. This is a process. It's a process. And because your current thoughts have been with you for so long, they're not going to go willingly. Some thoughts going to be fighting you. It's going to be some sleepless nights. It's going to be some days where you drift off. It's going to be some days where you don't feel like you can make it. That this is for you. But all that is those negative thoughts trying to hold you hostage. You're going to have to learn to break away. You have to learn to break away. Break out of all that negative thought. All of that bad stuff you say yourself. If don't nobody hear anything that you're saying, you hear what you're saying to yourself, you're going to have to do a complete mind detox of all your negative thoughts, negative connotations, negative crutches that make you feel better, but push you further away from what you're supposed to be doing, further away from being the best version of you. Y'all get that? You're going to have to use it or risk the potential of losing it. Use it or lose it. And in this new year, in this new decade, we're going to have to stop being scared. I have to stop being scared to make a mistake. Why are you scared to make a mistake? Everybody makes a mistake, even the greats. Even the greats make mistakes, okay? So stop being afraid to make a mistake. We're only human. Stop being scared that People are going to talk about you. Let me tell you something. They're already talking about you. They're talking about you anyway. I say give them something to talk about. That's the way I feel about it. Give them something to talk about. They're talking anyway. So do what you need to do to push you forward and let them talk, right? And the only reason why they smiling and running behind these other ones, not because they don't make mistakes, not because they don't do anything wrong and people don't say anything about them, but because they think they have something that they can complain. They have something they think that's why they running, smiling and chatting and oh they the best thing sliced bread, the best thing since radio, because they think there's something there that they don't let that stop you by trying to play into that. Don't play into people being the big eyes and looking at you like you the little U's, okay? Because people will use you up. Then guess what? They on to the next. So build your own tape. You don't have to worry about sitting in nobody else's. Build your own stuff. Get your own stuff together. See, y'all got me all off on a whole nother subject here. Y'all got me on a whole nother subject here. I'm supposed to be talking about using or losing, but that, I guess it is part of it. Use what you got. Use it or lose it. Build your own empire. Build your own dynasty. Build your own self. Build yourself up. Because then, guess what? If you build yourself up, you'll be better off to help someone. But if you constantly looking down on yourself and looking up at everybody else and you think everybody has more to offer than you, guess what? You can't ever help anybody else. And that's how we get our blessing. So help others, helping yourself. Help yourself. Build your own table. Build your own thing. All right? I digress. Stop being scared that you won't be successful because you are not among the right crowd, okay? Trust me. Please trust me when the people that are meant for you are already assigned to you, okay? You say, well, is that just my own little group? No, it's not necessarily your own little group. People that are assigned for you can come from here and there. You ain't got to worry about those directly, because a lot of times those are not people that are assigned. Sometimes your people are over here. Sometimes you're over there. But when it's the right time, you're not going to have to worry about it. It may not look like it's going to happen today. It might not even look like it's going to happen tomorrow. But trust me, you're a fan. You're going to always end up in a place where they're available for you. God is going to send those people to you. He's going to send those people for you, okay? So stop being scared. Stop being afraid. Stop letting fear override everything that you do, okay? Stop being scared of doing that plan act do. Stop being scared of doing. Stop wishing and start doing. We all have fears. I have fears too. There's a lot of things that shake me, startle me, have me thinking, can I really do this? Can I really do that? But I had to get past that and know that I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna forget some things. I'm not gonna bring some things that I should. I'm not gonna say some things that I should have said, and then you know what? That's how I hate when you let's say you're talking and you forget what you're about to say or what you had planned on saying, and then once you get away from everything, talk about, you know what? I was gonna say such and such. Dang it! I should have said this. The moment is past, but that's okay. There's always the potential for another that opportunity. Oh, say it. Say it. Say it. Before I forget, let me just go ahead and say this right. There you go. Right? Right? Majority of the time, our successes is right on the other side of our fear. That's strong. Did y'all hear me when I said that? The majority of the time, our successes are on the other side of our fears. So figure out how to get past your fears to become successful, as well as produce another stream of income. Right? If you can get past your fears, go to successful, that can produce. Y'all need several streams of income. I've been preaching that for the longest. Always have more than one stream of income. Here's the help. It's going to show you step by step how to step out and level up. Level up through mindfulness by Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean. Me. Just so you know. I'm here to advise you, get your vision together, because if you don't use it, you're bound to lose. Best advice that I can give you is to seek assistance. Hire a coach to assist you with your plans. I'm a life and success strategist, and professional women hire me to assist them with creating, cultivating, and curating their plans. I'm right here. Get in contact with me. If you're interested in hiring me, contact me at jacksondeanprosolutions@gmail.com. Jackson Dean Pro Solutions@gmail.com. And let me help you change the trajectory of your life into the life that you desire. So before I wrap up, I want to let y'all know that the Just So You Know Moment show with a twist, going through modifications where we use tonight, some transformations, some different platforms and things like that. Things are changing. Things are moving the way that I want it to move. And I'm so happy for that. I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so thankful to all of you that come in every week, sit with me, talk with me, listen to me, and share with me. I appreciate it so much. And so before I go, I have to acknowledge everybody who's here. So let me go over here. Up. Give it to move all the way. So we have Barbara Walls. We have Daphne Simmons. We have, hey, Big Daddy. We got Big Daddy. We got Christopher Nelson. We have Francis Marino. We have Latrice Williams. Hey, Treese. We have Victor Salvador. Hey, Vic. We have Florian House. Hey, Mom. It's my mommy, y'all. We have Bernice Howard. We have James Lee. We have Damon Lucher. Hey, Mr. Lucher. We have my Aunt Louise Wallace. How you doing? And we have, oh my goodness. We have my Aunt Reva. We have Melissa Buford. We have Tawana Sky. We have Barbara McKnight. We have Margaret King. Hey, cuz, we got Greg Martis. Hey, y'all, my classmate is on. Hey, Greg. We got my sissy Michelle. We got Miss Abby Robinson. She was my dean in my middle school when I was in middle school. Just for the, what's it, middle school? Yeah, middle school. She was the dean, the girls' dean. Hey, Miss Abby Robinson. How you doing? Got Carolyn Coleman. We got Michael Scott. We got Dale Spearman. We got Sharika. Hey, Sharika. We got Robert Peters. We got Arcadia Taylor. We have Serena Senegal. We have Latanya Halliburton. We have Sharice Garner. There's another cousin, two cousins there. Woo. We have LMC. We have Niman. We have Hirschman. We have Plot Racer. We have, oh my God. Hey, everybody, hello. Let me also read some of the comments that were made tonight. I have a few comments. Aunt Reba said, it will cause you to act on it. And I know you're saying, cause you to act on what? I think she's talking about the subconscious mind. I'm trying to start going through more so of the program and then moving to the comments. But to me, I just feel like, let's do it when it happens. It seems more genuine. It seems more realistic when you apply the comments to what's being said. But because I'm using this and I'm trying to look straight at my phone while I'm doing it, sometimes I miss the comments. I'm gonna try to be more vigilant at looking at those comments and reading them off. Let's see what else it says here. Write the vision, make it plain. That's right. Then it comes alive and you can see it more clearly. That's exactly what I said. And she is absolutely right. Even the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain, right? I think I did a show on that last year called Write the Vision, Make It Plain. It may have been 2019, January 2019. That may have been the episode for that particular one, but it was called Write the Vision and Make It Plain. And so, hey Margaret, she said, hello family. Michelle said, hey sissy. Michelle also said negative thoughts and mind detox. That's right. Because when you have, like I said, if you don't listen to anyone else, you're going to listen to whatever's being said by you to you. Whatever you think about yourself, you hear it and you act on it. And so you need to do a mind detox. My book, Level Up Through Mindfulness, talks about how to do a detox. Get rid of those negative thoughts. There's no way you can stop people from talking about you or having something to say. People gonna talk. Let them talk. Let them talk. All right. She said, amen, this is good. Thank you. She said, yes, it is. People that are meant for you are going to be for you. That's absolutely right. Arcadian said, you look very pretty. Thank you. Sarika said, hey sis. Hey sis, how are you? And we have some other people just joined, DeAndre Willis. But that concludes our episode for this week. 2020 Vision, use it or lose it. Please join me next week and every week, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube, what is it, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, all of that for the next episode and for a previous episode. If you're interested in listening to other previous episodes, you can find them there. For more information on Dr. LaShonda Jackson Dean and the services and the books that I offer, visit me online at www.drlashondajacksondean.com. See you next week for Just So You Know Moments, the twist. Bye. See ya.